Sometimes you reach a point where like things have gone really well and you're like, I still don't feel good. There's this deep existential dread deep in my heart. My struggles have all been internal, maybe a form of depression. Everybody has their escapes in our society, and it's normal because if you adopt the culture that's given to us by our intellectual and academic culture, it's so depressing. And so people act out in all sorts of ways to try to figure out, oh my gosh, well, maybe I need to start living in a different way. And I started doing 2 meditative practices. Self-inquiry is a practice where you try to be in a thoughtless state and you try to identify what you really are. Surrender is a practice where you ignore all your thoughts and you see if you can function. And they sound so simple, but you just have to try it. And you start feeling this peace, a deep peace in your heart. They call these glimpses. And if you do them enough, then you may find your brain's default state may flip from always being in self-absorbed thoughts to that sort of being in the zone. So this flip happened to me on the morning of Thanksgiving. My mind, I think at that point made a realization that said, every thought I have, I somehow always connect to me in relation to me. It's all so self-absorbed. But every thought, like a chair, a table, I'm always thinking of these things in like, somehow they're tied to how they affect me. And like, I realized, wow, how crazy is that? Why am I so obsessed with myself? And it sort of dissipated in a moment. What I would say is I am surrendered is one word you can use. And surrendered means that like, think of it as the opposite of depression. So a depressed person walks around with their shoulders slumped and they're constantly obsessed about how their life is so terrible. But there are a lot of negative thoughts spinning in your head. The default state of most people is with these spinning thoughts that are all about their life, their regrets, their worries. And then once in a while they get a break. So a lot of people, they play sports and they're in the zone and you're kind of thoughtless and that's when you perform best. Or you may be off staring into space, daydreaming. You are not suffering when you're daydreaming or you first wake up in the morning and there are no thoughts spinning in your head. All this is a flip of the default state of your mind so that most of the time you're in the zone. And then sometimes you get into self-absorbed thoughts, but you can stop them very easily. I want people to know this thing is real, it's scientifically researched, and it's achievable, it's practical. So just know that, and when you're ready, you can go investigate it.